Hello friends, welcome to Programming Concepts. My name is Amit and this is part 62 of ASP.NET Core MVC tutorial. In this video, we will see how to host our ASP.NET Core app as a Windows service. In our previous videos, we already covered a few concepts around ASP.NET Core app hosting models. All these previous videos are related. Requesting you to please watch previous videos before proceeding with this one. I will share the link in the description. In this video, we will host our application as a Windows service. In our previous couple of videos, we learned how to run Kestrel via the command line and how to set their endpoints. Now, running application via command prompt is not a good option for long-running processes. If any unhandled exception or application crashes due to any reason, then you have to start your process again. Whereas if you run your application as a service, then you can configure options like recovery and their logon settings, etc. So for Windows application, or you can say non-web applications, or even for web applications where your client is not ready to provide IIS due to any compliance, in that case, this option is a lifesaver. Alright, let's see how we can implement that. And as usual, Microsoft makes this thing extremely easy. We only need to learn how to use this feature. To implement this, we only require two modifications in our code. First, we need to add one package. So let's go to the NuGet package section. And browse for Microsoft.extensions.hosting.windows service. And we need to install this package. As our application is created on .NET 5, so let's select 5.0.1 version for now. It will ask you for permission, so just accept that as well. Installation is successful. Now just append use Windows service method within your create host builder method. This method is present under Microsoft.extensions.hosting namespace. Add this namespace if it is not already added in your project. Let's go to its definition. And look at the summary. It sets the host lifetime to Windows service lifetime and does a couple of few other things. Another important remark is that this is a context aware and will only activate if it is detect the process is running as a Windows service. So if you append this code, then you don't need to worry about whether you are hosting it on IIS or as a Windows service. So once you publish your code, you can use the same code to host on IIS as well as on Windows service. Alright, so we are done with both the changes. Let's publish your code. Publish successfully. First, let's check with IIS if it is working or not. Let's go to IIS. Start your IIS application pool and website if it is in a stop state, because in our last video, I guess, we stopped the IIS for testing purposes. Another thing to recap, if you look at our site's basic settings, you can see it is pointing to deprogramming concepts where we had just published our code. All right, so let's browse our site. It will take some time because every time when you restart IIS or you restart app pool, it will take some time to run. And you can see working as expected. So the addition of extension.hosting.windows services NuGet package and use Windows service method did not make any impact on IIS hosting. All right, so this is another good work from Microsoft. Next, let's quickly see how to register our .NET Core MVC as a Windows service. First, let's go to our published code folder. Here, search for project name, which is ProConcepts. Here you can see along with proconcepts.dll, we also have proconcepts.exe. So we have an executable, so the registration process is the same as for any other executable. All right, let's do it with the help of command prompt. You can choose PowerShell as well if you are more comfortable with that. The commands may slightly vary. All right, let's open the command prompt as an admin. And to register any executable as a Windows service in Windows, we have to type SC. Here SC is for set content, then create. Then we have to give our service name. Let's name it ProConcepts. Then we have to specify our executable path, and the command is bin, bin small, path p capital, equal to space, and then within double quotes provide your executable path. So d:\proconcepts /proconcepts.exe and hit enter. Create service success. Let's go to services and run as admin. And search for ProConcepts. Start the service. And our service will be up and running. But there is one problem. Which URL should I use to browse this application? If you remember in our last video, we set the environment variable for the URL. Let's check that. Let's go to an environment variable section. And here you can see the ASP.NET Core _URLs environment variable. We have set it to localhost port 500. So if I browse this, what do you think, will it work? Let's see that. Let's stop our application in IIS just to make sure there is no involvement of IIS in this approach. And let's browse to 500 port. Oops, not working. Can you guess why? Because this service is running as a normal user. Let's go to the services and go to its properties and change the local system account to this account and provide your admin user and their credential. And after that, restart the service. And now let's try to browse it again. Just refresh the page. And you can see working as expected. So we successfully hosted our ASP.NETCORE app, and in our case, ASP.NETCORE MVC application as a Windows service in .NET 5. In the previous video, I already covered concepts on how to set endpoints or URLs for our ASP.NETCORE application. So you can try setting URLs for those approaches for Windows service as well. In this video, we already see it is working with the environment variable approach. Alright then, that's it in this video. Hope you like our content. If you have any queries related to the content of this video, do ask me in the comments. Till then, thanks for watching.